Hi friends. It's a bit of a different time of day around the Steinberg house right now, so we might get interrupted, but we're gonna go with it and try anyway. This week at Missing Piece was photography and spirituality, and we had a great time. Check out the Missing Piece page and make sure you look under the visitors posts if you'd like to see some of the photography that took place this past week. And now I'll share with you the message from last week. Some of you are aware that my sister died a little over a week ago. I wanted to tell you because I believe that really powerful things, really powerful lessons are learned in the most sacred moments of birth and of death. I was more tuned into this after my time as a hospice chaplain. See, most of us, our culture, I'd argue, want to rush through death. It's taboo, it's sad, it's hard. We want to just rush through the grieving and the hurting, like we rush through so many other things in life. But we can miss something in that. We can miss something about the sacredness, about the ways our eyes are opened to the world around us, even if just for a little while. It's like you've been seeing through this veil and now everything else is so much more clear. What is important is so much more clear. What is worth your time is so much more clear. What you love, who you are, it's all so much more clear. My sister Robin, she was a challenging person, to say the least. She had a lot of issues medically, and she never really matured past high school. This meant that any interaction with her revolved around her. Often that was litanies of complaints, of ailments, annoyances with doctors, and being unable to do all the things she wanted to do when she wanted to do them. I was thinking about her, remembering her, and wondering, why, God? Why a person like Robin? She never gave back. She never worked hard. She never fit any of the molds of successful or important or meaningful livelihood. So why? Could she have just been here to teach those around her how to be a little more patient and gracious and compassionate? Is that enough? Then it fell on me. Like a crushing weight, it fell on me. So obvious and so hard to swallow. Isn't that what I hope to do? Would I not be satisfied with my life if I could teach people so effectively about patience, grace, compassion, and selfless love? Because that's what Robin called forth, demanded from all of us close to her. And she did it much more effectively than me sitting here and talking about it. Robin and others like her are unsuspected teachers. Those around us who seem to need us more than we need them, they are the ones that can show us what it means to love unconditionally, without reciprocation, to give a gift without the expectation of something in return. But what we find out, what we eventually learn, is how these interactions transform us, how these kinds of relationships change us and grow us is more valuable than any reciprocated gift. Now, I'm not saying to go out and sacrifice the totality of yourself for someone else. You likely know someone who has given so much of themselves that there is little left. That is not what we are called to be in the light of the divine image. We are not called to be used up. We are not called to be chewed up and spit out. But we are called into the risk of loving others, even when they can't give it back. Perhaps especially when they can't give it back. Maybe that's what makes it so difficult for us to believe in a God who loves us with no expectation in return. Maybe that's what makes the gospel seem so unreal. Maybe that's why, despite the glimpses of heaven in kindness to a stranger, in love of one's neighbor, in the miracle of how our bodies work, in the wonder our minds are capable of, in the magic of falling in love, despite it all, we can't quite believe in a God who would love us completely and unconditionally. For God so loved the world, he gave his Son, that 2,000 years later, a ripple effect of love and hope and peace would extend even here, even now, that all of you might know, might have even a glimpse of how much you're loved. Last week, after our message, we attempted to experience spirituality through photography. We attempted to see the world around us through a different lens, to look through the viewfinder for unexpected teachers in the world. We looked for what the world, the universe, God was trying to teach us. The precious moments we so often rush through, miss, ignore. For just a little while, we attempted to capture those moments and hold on to what they teach us and how they make us feel and their power to transform. Maybe just for a little while, it turned our world upside down and showed us a new way of looking, thinking, feeling in our world, and just maybe taught us a little something about patience, compassion, grace, and selfless love. I invite you to go take a look at the Missing Piece page and see some of the pictures and comments from the folks who joined us last week. And as always, you're welcome to join us when you can. Grace and peace.